Uganda has made a quantum leap in poverty reduction if the latest report of the 2010 Millennium Development Goals is to be believed. Presenting it today at Hotel Africana, Planning State Minister Professor Ephraim Kamuntu cited statistics that indicated a sharp decline in poverty from 31% to 23% across the countryside.
Much as we are meeting the commitments we made to international community, the commitment we made to ourselves is to reduce, to eliminate poverty. Consequently, we will not rest until this is done.
The MDGs criteria for poverty reduction rate is at least $1 a day for an individual, which translates to about 2,285 shillings. However, the figure may not reflect the living standards of households in northern Uganda, a sub-region which is just recovering from an insurgency that disrupted the economy, as well as the primordial Karamoja sub-region and the Busoga sub-region battered by a Giga epidemic. The acting head of the Makerere Institute for Social Research, Dr. Goloba Mutebi, who has been on a research trail throughout the countryside, said the report appeared to paint a rosy picture.
I don't know how people compute this with respect to people who live in rural Uganda who don't make any money at all. People will tell you, politicians who are on the campaign trail will tell you that giving somebody 500 shillings, some people in rural Uganda can even kneel down and worship you for giving them 500 shillings. So the mark of $1 per day really doesn't make sense in a country where many people do not live in a monetized economy.
However, Kamuntu observed that although there was growth, there was a concern it was skewed, with some areas appearing to be marginalized. Among the indicators where Uganda and other developing nations are being examined under the MDGs set targets that expire in 2015 are achievements in universal primary education, reduction of child mortality, combating HIV, AIDS and malaria, and promoting gender equality. Others are to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger and ensure environmental sustainability. Kamuntu said out of the 19 priorities, Uganda was way above its target in 7 sectors, but was still lagging behind in 8 others. One of the areas way above the MDG targets was the UPE, which Kamuntu underpinned as a vital factor of economic growth. He said the figures of enrollment had risen from a measly 2 million to about 8.2 million students. But the quality of education and other needs like feeding continue to undercut the gains in UPE.
You hear it all the time. The quality of primary education is a concern, and it should be a concern, and we share it. But would it have been better not to have introduced universal primary education?
Emam Taiziwa, NTV Tonight.